powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency
Hello and welcome everyone to the Sioux Falls, Washington gym. I'm Jason Andera, and we've got a AA matchup between the Watertown Arrows and the Washington Warriors. Watertown comes into the game with just 4 wins, but have won 2 of their last 4 games, and Washington comes into the game as the number 3 team in AA so far this year, and they have had a lot of games that have been blowouts so far this year. So now Watertown trying to get a game in on Friday before they play a tough schedule at they play Jefferson and Roosevelt in the next 2 games. Games coming up. Let's start our pregame show off by taking a look at the Warrior Report. And the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors are coached by Jamie Parrish, now in his 11th season. Won state titles with Washington and with the Vermilion Tanagers as well. 297 career wins coming into this season. That number increased by 11 with their 11-1 start so far this year. Their leaders on the court, senior Grace Peterson, heading to Augustana next year to play basketball at 12.1 points per game. Dana Harp at 11.8 points per game. She's going to USF to play her basketball next season. And Rylan Kinnett at 9.6 points per game. So 3 players near or close to double digits, but it's a complete team effort with these guys. 7 of their 11 wins this year have been by 20 points or less. They have not played very many close games so far this year. Only 1 game all season long has been within 10 points. Otherwise, they lost big to O'Gorman with their only loss, and 7 of their 11 wins by 20 or more points. Let's go to the matchup between Watertown and Washington. And as you can see, one of the highest scoring teams in the state, Washington Warriors, 58.3 points per game, the 4th highest scoring team in the state. And Watertown with just 42 points per game. Defensively, Watertown has improved this year, giving up under 50 points per game. But Washington, one of the best teams in all of Class AA, giving up under 40 points per game. Rebounding definitely goes to the Warriors. Assists per game, same thing. They pass the ball well, share the ball well, 14.9 assists per game. And the field goal percentage at 40%, right where you want to be for AA girls basketball. Watertown only 34%, and they have been struggling, hitting just 21% of their three-pointers so far this year. And it's not a huge part of Washington's game either, hitting just 24% of their three-point field goals. So not much to worry about on these games. We're going to take a quick break and come back. We're going to have starters coming up and the national anthem. You're watching Live Ticket TV right here on Live Ticket TV with Jason Andera.
Resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. We are here for a battle between Watertown and Washington. Watertown comes into the game at a 4-9 record. And let's take a look at their starting lineup. It's going to be senior forward Emery Thury, number 5 at 5'10". She's their leading scorer on the season, 11.5 points per game. And also has done a great job on the rebounding with 6.1 boards per game. Number 10, Emma Hendricks, a senior guard at 5'7". Hendricks, 1.3 points per game, 1.5 rebounds per game. Grace Corey, the senior swing player, 5'7". She is scoring at a good 8 points per game clip, but also getting 7.8 rebounds per game, leading the team in that category. Kinsey Russell, the junior guard at 5'7", and Malia Kranz, the other junior that starts in this lineup, playing in the post at 5'10". And Malia Kranz at 4.4 points per game, 3.4 boards per game. Let's take a look at the Washington starters now. And it's been the same starting lineup almost all season long for these Warriors. They get things started with Claire Woods, a senior guard. She is really tough and has done a good job shooting the basketball, 6.8 points per game. Also 3.9 assists, leading the team in passing. Tierney Schramm, another senior, going to play college softball, number 15. She's a 5'10 forward. Grace Peterson, the leading scorer on this team, the senior forward, is a 6-footer, averaging 12.1 points per game, also 2 assists and 6 rebounds per game. Dana Harp, the junior guard, at 5'11", the second leading scorer on this team at 11.8 points per game, also has 5.3 rebounds per game. And then Rylan Kinnett, the junior forward, playing a lot of that post position for this team this year, has really stepped up in her junior year, having a great season, scoring 9.7 points per game and 6.2 rebounds per game. So a lot of good players to choose from in this lineup. Up and down, start 3 seniors and 2 juniors, but you're going to see 3 prominent freshmen coming in off the bench for Washington as well. And there's all kinds of players that they can go to if they need to, including some sophomores, a junior, and even an 8th grader that is on this roster. And we'll have time to introduce the rest of those guys to you as the season continues. Getting ready for the jump ball here at Washington Gym. They come in, like we said, 11-1. Just the one loss on the year was to O'Gorman earlier in the season. And they are ranked 3. This is a test for them, but then next week we'll have a real test as they play the number 2 and number 1 teams in the state. Grace Peterson in the circle with Malia Kranz for the jump. And even though Peterson tips it, it goes to Washington to start things out. That's Emery Thury swinging it to Kinsey Russell, on the point right now. Back to Thury, their leading scorer, drives the right side, guarded by Grace Peterson. Swings it around the top. Corey all the way to the other side. Kinsey Russell. And back to Thury with 15 on the shot clock. Watertown jab step. Open jumper in the middle of the lane. No good for Kinsey Russell. Rebounded by Tierney Schramm. And here come the Warriors with their first possession of the game. Into the corner. That's Rylan Kinnett. Peterson swinging it. Harp. Woods inside to Kinnett. Kicks it to the cutting Dana Harp. And a quick 2 points to start things off for the Warriors. Full court man. Watertown breaks it with little effort. Swing pass to the corner. 3 ball. Kinsey Russell comes up short. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Washington. So 2 empty possessions to start things out for the Warriors. For the Watertown Arrows. And the Arrows also come out in a full court man. Claire Woods, the senior, 5'7", bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Peterson open on the point. Kicks it back inside on a give and go. Gets it. Shoots it off the back rim. No good. Good offensive rebound. Put back by Dana Harp. And she's got the first 4 points of this game. Kind of a zone press look for the Warriors. They get it past the timeline, no problem. Emma Hendricks into Malia Kranz, who cross-court passes to Russell. There's Thury, the leading scorer. Looking for a shot, can't find it. Baseline jumper up and good for Malia Kranz. 4-2 early on, 6:14 left here in the first quarter. Grace Peterson wastes no time, takes it right to the rack, no good. Cleared by Russell. She doesn't have numbers, doesn't mind, puts it up and good. Kinsey Russell, the junior guard, ties the ball game up with just under 6 minutes now in the first quarter. Harp playing on the post right now, but a jumper up and good for Rylan Kinnett, who takes it from the corner and finds a spot, soft spot in that defense, and makes it come home. Grace Corey bringing it across the timeline. Into the corner for Kranz. Pivots back out to Thury. A nice inside look to Kranz. Up and no good. A little too strong for Malia, but a good look by Emery Thury. It'll stay with Watertown. They'll have a chance to tie this one up. 6-4 the score early on. Be a little conversation. Not sure what that was for, but they are good to go. With 5:22 left here in the first quarter, Jason Andera here at the Sioux Falls, Washington gym, watching the Watertown Arrows take on the number 3 Washington Warriors. Emily Thury misses on that jumper. 2-point lead early for the Warriors. Nice interior pass. Canet goes up too strong. Thought we had an offensive rebound for Tierney Schramm, but she loses it. And here comes Emery Thury, excuse me. Also a very good volleyball player for Watertown. Leading scorer, a good all-around athlete. Corey gets it inside to Emma Hendricks. She'll drive left side, and she is going to draw a foul on Grace Peterson and get to the free throw line for 2. Emma Hendricks, a 5'7" senior guard. Oh, it's going to go on Tierney Schramm, not Grace Peterson, excuse me. Hendricks has only gotten to the free throw line 3 times all season long. Makes her first one there. She was 0 of 3 from the stripe before that shot. Up and just off to the right. Pulled down by Dana Harp. She's ready to run, bringing the Warriors down the court. Good defense that time by Emma Hendricks, deflecting it out of bounds. It'll stay with Washington. Subs coming in, Jordan Remmers and Madison Grimsrud will check in for the Arrows. There's Claire Woods. Skip past Grace Peterson for 3, up and short off the top of the backboard. They didn't call anything. It's going to be an offensive board and stay with the Warriors. Another missed shot from the baseline and a foul. I think it's going to be an offensive foul. Yep, on number 15, Tierney Schramm, her second early on. Jersey Peterson gets up, ready to check in for the Warriors. They are going to let her come in and sub in for Tierney Schramm with 2 quick fouls. 2 fouls on the team as well. So Watertown coming up. They just got done beating Lincoln last Tuesday, 54-28, their biggest win of the season. Some confidence for this Arrows team. Inside to Grimsrud, misses on the turnaround. Grace Peterson trying to set things up, a little give and go to the corner. She'll have a fade away from mid-range. Up and no good. The shot's not falling for either team to start. And Kinsey Russell tries to get it down low to Jordan Remmers. Overthrown and out of bounds. Warriors up 6-5 early here in the first quarter. Under 4 minutes to play. Pull-up jumper up and good. That is Josie Beitler who checked in and got her first hoop of the game. Beitler just a freshman. One of the first to come off the bench. Getting a lot of playing time this year. Arrows working the perimeter. Into Grimsrud. Guarded by Jersey Peterson, but it's Claire Woods who breaks it up with a steal. Inside pass, Jersey Peterson fouled on the way up, and it's going to go on Madison Grimsrud. But the freshman, Jersey Peterson, will have a chance from the free throw line. Peterson 4 of 7 from the stripe this year, makes the first one. Now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Jersey also a freshman. Her older sister is the leading scorer on this team. Grace Peterson. 3 years different. They're going to take a quick timeout to talk about setting up. Looks like they're talking offense. head coach Chad Rohde for Watertown. He's trying to turn things around for the Arrows. And we're going to get ready to play here. 9-5 early lead for the Washington Warriors. 4 points for Dana Harp, 2 for Rylan Cadet, 2 for Josie Beitler, and Grace Peterson Jersey Peterson hit her first free throw. Their leading scorer, Grace Peterson, yet to score. 0 for 2 from the field. And Jersey Peterson a little too strong on that one. Still 9-5 the score as Jordan Remmers brings up the ball. She's just a sophomore coming off the bench for the Watertown Arrows. Little trouble. Good defense that time by Josie Beitler to lock him up. And they'll call him for the turnover. Too much time trying to find a way to pass that one. And Josie Beitler creates the turnover with some really good one-on-one defense. Got some help right at the end. There's Beitler from the outside. Little lob pass on the inside, but too much on it as Dana Harp couldn't control it. And it goes back to Watertown. 2:39 left here, first quarter. Watertown visiting Sioux Falls, Washington. And the pressure heating up in the backcourt against Washington. They get an open look from the corner. Lily Mack misses, and it's cleared by Beitler. Passing it down court. Dana Harp gets the hoop and the harm. Dana Harp has made 3 field goals early and will have a chance for a 3-point play with 2:19 left here in the first quarter. Foul's going to go against Grace Corey, and the lead pass by Josie Beitler gave a great look for Dana Harp, who attacked the glass, went into the rack, scored it, and now has a chance for a 3-point play. Free throw is up and good. 7 quick points for Dana Harp. She will check out of the game. A great start for the junior guard as they will check in Claire Woods coming back into the game, and Layla Bertay, the freshman, checking in for the first time. Number 32 for Washington. They'll continue that token man pressure, but great job forcing the turnover for Cadet. She'll get rewarded with a shot, no good. Bertay cleans up the offensive glass and puts it back in. Quickly, 14-5. An 8-0 run for this Washington Warrior team. After a slow start, they have picked it up, generating some offense with great defense. Grace Corey. Stolen by Claire Woods, or at least deflected. Corey gets it back. Still less than 20 on the shot clock. That's Mack with the left-handed three-point jumper, up and no good. Watertown does a good job of trying to save it. That was Grace Corey. And as Jersey Peterson hits the deck, Washington gets possession. She looks to be just fine. So with 1:38, Washington with a 9-point lead here in the first quarter. Woods swings it. She'll get it back to Bertay in the corner. Woods looks to drive. Decides not to, loses control, and it's going to go off of Watertown. Still 15 on the shot clock, 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us for some Watertown, Washington basketball. Friday Night Hoops here in South Dakota. Class AA action. Non-conference action between these two teams. Cross-court pass. They try to get it inside to Bertay, broken up. And it is a fast break opportunity for Jordan Remmers, who hangs and hits. That will break the Arrows' 8-0 drought as Remmers works her way to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. Remmers 12 of 23 from the stripe so far this season. up and good for Jordan Remmers. She's got 3 points now. As Claire Woods tries to get Washington going in the right direction. Another skip pass. Beitler decides not to shoot. Would have traveled if she would have picked it up. And Watertown trying to reset with under a minute now. 15 on the shot clock. Baseline drive into the corner. Remmers. Another floater up and too strong. Shot clock still on. Woods into the corner to Beitler. Baseline three, up and good. Josie Beitler. She's got 5 now in the first quarter. Less than 20 seconds now in the first quarter. Another good defensive deflection. Layla Berthe comes up with it. Down court to Beitler, up and good. Some electricity going in the Washington gym now. And as time ticks down to 1, less than 1 second, Watertown will get it back. But 19-8 the score all of a sudden as Washington lighting it up. Again, defense creating these offensive possessions, and they are starting to hit from the field. That'll do it for the first quarter. 19-8, the Washington Warriors outscoring the Watertown Arrows. We'll be back with more from the second quarter on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these.
Welcome back to the Washington Gym. Let's look at these freshman phenoms for Washington this year. Josie Beitler, who went off that first quarter already with 7, averages 7 a game, but she's second on the team in three-pointers and in steals. Layla Berthe, we saw her play in the first quarter. She leads the team in blocks with 15. And Jersey Peterson, she leads the team in field goal percentage. She saw a lot of time on the court so far today, and it has been a huge shot in the arm to have 3 freshmen contribute as much as this Washington Warrior team has gotten so far. They're up 19-8. They went on an 8-0 run and then finished off the quarter with another quick 5-0 run. So a big quarter for the Washington Warriors. Josie Beitler, as we said, 7 first quarter points. Dana Harp, 7 first quarter points. And for Watertown, their leading scorer, Jordan Remmers, who had a 3-point play. So with 3, the leader for the Arrows. Second quarter action. Layla Berthe trying to get it inside. Broken up. Nice steal. It's Emery Thury who gets denied. And it's going to be 2 shots for her as she drew the foul, I think, before on the arm. It was a push with the body. And Emery Thury will come up with a couple of free throw attempts. First one up and good. One of the better free throw shooters on this Watertown team. 34 of 50 coming into the game. And their leading scorer hits her first 2 points of the game. It's 19-9. 19-10, excuse me, after making both. And it's going to be a foul on the baseline. It's going to go against Watertown. And it's going to go against Emma Hendricks. Corner 3 for Grace Peterson. No good. She follows her shot, but can't come up with it. Kinsey Russell off to the races. Doesn't have numbers. Pulls back. And Emery Thury will reset the offense for the Watertown Arrows. Emma Hendricks back out to Grace Corey. Kinsey Russell looks to drive left side. Right-handed floater, no good. And after a good rebound by Tierney Schramm, she lost it. That'll be a foul on Watertown. I'm not sure if it'll be Corey. Yep, it'll be on Grace Corey. And the second foul of this second quarter. We're only less than a minute into the quarter, already 2 fouls on the Arrows. Claire Woods bringing the ball up. Five out on this Warrior offense to start things off as they work the perimeter. Woods cut, didn't go to her. Into the corner, back to Woods. Another cutter is Beitler. She doesn't get the ball. Dana Harp looking for a lane. Tries to go baseline, back to Woods, and it's knocked out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock as Claire Woods will try to reset. Look for Grace Peterson. Yep, there she is. Back to Woods. Baseline jumper, up and good as Claire Woods sinks a baseline jumper for her first 2 points of the game. 21-10 now. And a little too far on the pass for Emma Hendricks. Saved inbounds, but lost the possession. Washington, Grace Peterson tries to reset. There's Josie Beitler. Her defender falls down. She'll take the 3. Oh, in and out. It was lined up perfectly, but good hustle by Grace Peterson to tie up the jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Warriors. Or no, it favors. Oh, they just switched it now. It's going to favor the Watertown Arrows. Down 11, the Arrows looking for an injection of offense here. Team that's won 4 games on the season. Like I said, won 2 of their last 4. Claire Woods got a hand on the defender, and that'll be a foul on Washington. Her second. They're going to say it was on the shot. That'll put Grace Corey at the line. Just a little too hard for that one. And Corey can't come up with it. Corey 38 of 55 from the line, their best free throw shooter. Gets another shot at it and puts it home. 21-11 now. Washington gets it inside this time, but goes back out of the lane to Connett. She can't come up with it. Good rebound by Tierney Schramm. Tosses it over to Beitler for another 2. And Beitler, 9 early points here for the Warriors. Averaging 7 a game, has already come up with 9. We talked about the freshman impact for these Warriors. She leads the charge for sure. Washington with possession after a good defensive rebound. Inside to Connett, no good. And Harp tries to come up with the O-board. Can't do it. Nice lead pass. Kinsey Russell floats it in for 2 on the layup. 23-13. Post move, up and no good for Schramm. And a quick turn of possession. Emery Thury gets a little too far underneath the hoop. They'll swing it around to Grace Corey, up for 3, no good. And good job by Woods to block out and let the ball go out of bounds. There'll be 3 substitutions for the Warriors, 2 for the Warriors, 3 for the Arrows, as we now are at 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in this first half. Claire Woods will walk it up the court for the Warriors. 10-point lead in this one. Had a 9-point lead at the quarter, or 11-point lead at the quarter. Grace Peterson off on the 3. She still hasn't hit a field goal in this one. 3 ball. Jordan Remmers up, no good. Good rebounding by Claire Woods. And she'll dribble her way out of trouble. Beitler sizes one up for 3. Just off. And that time it hits the cable. They will call it out of bounds. Possession goes to Watertown. 23-13, 4:02, second quarter. Emery Thury Trying to work Josie Beitler. Stops her dribble. Errant pass. Tried to be saved, but it goes right to Grace Peterson. Another empty possession for the Watertown Arrows. Jersey Peterson gets it into Tierney Schramm. Claire Woods swings it to Grace Peterson. To her sister Jersey, back to Grace. Good defense on the zone, moving well as Schramm gets a baseline jumper open, no good. And rebounded by Emery Thury. She'll push it. Remmers decides to reset the offense. Thury looking for a lane to drive, can't do it. Grace Corey sizes up at the top of the key three. No good. Grace Peterson clears. Peterson on the drive. Kicks it to Schramm, back to Peterson. Jab step right. Goes left on the turnaround fadeaway. No good. Tries to get the rebound. And there's a foul on the floor. It's going to stay with Washington. It's going to go against Madison Grimsrud. I believe that's going to be her second. And that'll be the third foul of the quarter. So 2 quick fouls in this quarter by Watertown, and then they add one there with 2:50 left in the period. There'll be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Live Ticket TV.
It's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for some AA girls basketball right here at the Washington Gym. Washington has had the lead all game. They're up 23-13, a 10-point lead here as we go under the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Layla Berthe goes off her shoe. It's going to go the other direction on the turnover. There's actually a foul, excuse me. It's going to go on Layla Berthe, and she will check out of the game as Riley Kinnett checks in for her. Washington drifts back into that full court pressure. Grace Corey gets it across the timeline. She's going to take it all the way in. Tries to scoop one off the right side. No good. Rebounded by Kinnett, and here come the Warriors. They'll work it around the perimeter. Schramm back to Harp. Inside to Kinnett. Double teamed. Picks up her dribble. Yeah, timeout. When you pick up your dribble and you have the double team, a good timeout by Jamie Parrish to preserve possession here. Speaking of Jamie Parrish, his 11th season coaching here at Washington has won a couple of state titles. Last year didn't make the state tournament. It's tough for this Washington team that's so used to making it to state. This year, definitely in position to make it. They are seeded number 3 right now in the current PowerPoint standings behind behind O'Gorman at number 1, who has yet to lose a game, and then Brandon Valley, who's actually lost 2 games but lost 1 game out of state and still are ahead of them in the PowerPoint standings. The good news is Washington will face off against O'Gorman and against Brandon Valley in their next 2 games after this. So a huge tune-up here for Jamie Parrish and the Warriors. Inbound pass to Kinnett. They'll work it with a couple of passes inside. Back to Kinnett. She'll go off the glass and good. Hooping the harm as Riley Kinnett started that passing sequence and finishes it with a strong move to the hoop. And she now has 4 points on the game with a chance to make it 5 right here. 2:10 left in the second quarter. The lefty shot a little too far as Watertown clears it out. Here comes Russell, Kinsey Russell, trying to get it inside, tapped away. It'll stay with Watertown. Jordan Remmers tried to make the cut, and the entry pass just a little off. Inbound pass, Emery Thury tries to go bank shot, rattles out. And the Warriors will reset once again. 25-13 lead here, under 2 minutes in the second quarter. Interior pass again. Good job by Watertown getting a hand on those. And, just off the rim for Kinsey Russell, who started that break with a steal and tried to finish it. And they tried to take a charge. It's so hard to take a charge on a fast break, but Lily Mack got time to set her feet. And that will go against the Warriors. 4th team foul. Next one will be an automatic 2 shots. So Lily Mack, the sophomore guard, hustles back, takes the charge as Watertown works it across the timeline. Jordan Remmers over to Molly Hendricks in the game. Tapped on the perimeter by Josie Beitler, but Watertown retains possession. Jordan Remmers loses the ball. Here come the Warriors. Don't have numbers, 2-on-3. Claire Woods pulls it back. Left-handed layup up and good. Claire Woods with 4 this quarter as the Warriors go up 27-13 now. Tapped away, Josie Beitler. Left side, lays it off the glass for 2. And Beitler, the leading scorer in the game so far, 11 first-half points for the freshman. Malia Crayons tries to go cross-court. Dangerous pass, but got it there. Kicking it to Remmers for 3. It's good! Jordan Remmers nails the three-point hoop, the first three-pointer of the game for Watertown. Just 2 total three-pointers in this game. 29-16, 13-point first-half lead for the Warriors. Claire Woods goes baseline, left-hander up and good. Claire, a quick 4 points for her as they now are up 31-16. And as time expires, Watertown stuck on 16. They did hit that three-pointer, but an 8-3 run to finish the second half. The Washington Warriors with a commanding 31-16 lead. We'll take a break for halftime and get you set up for the second half in just a minute or two before the second half starts. You're watching Live Ticket TV.
To keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to the Washington Gym. It's been the Washington Warriors all over the Watertown Arrows in this one. 31-16 the score. A big second quarter as Washington outscored them 12-8 in that second quarter. But it's been a good performance from a lot of different players who you don't normally see lead the team in scoring. It's Josie Beitler, the freshman, with 11 first-half points. Dana Harp came out strong as well with 7 first-half points for the Warriors. Claire Woods had a big second quarter to get to 6 points in that first quarter. Layla Berthe had a layup for 2 points, and Rylan Kinnett had 4 points. Jersey Peterson added the other free throw to make it 31 for the Warriors. For Watertown, came up with just 16 points, 8 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter. Their leading scorer, Jordan Remmers, who had a 3-point play and also had a big 3-pointer in the second quarter. She's got 6. Kinsey Russell, a pair of field goals for 4. Malia Kranz with 2. Emery Thury, their leading scorer, with just 2. Grace Corey has hit 1 from the free throw line, and Emma Hendricks has hit the other one from the free throw line. So, getting ready to start the second half of action. Washington, 3rd in the state right now. Getting ready for a big week next week where they go to O'Gorman and then host Brandon Valley. That's going to be a pair of really tough games. Or they go to Brandon Valley too, after playing Mitchell. So, Brandon Valley at O'Gorman and then host Mitchell. That's what they're doing. And Chad Rohde and Watertown will host Jefferson next Tuesday night. And then Friday, they'll be at Roosevelt for a doubleheader. We'll have that right here on Live Ticket TV, bringing you more and more Sioux Falls action. And Washington starts with possession in the second half. Malia Kranz knocks it out, and Watertown takes possession, but Dana Harp says, I want that ball back for my Warriors. Great hustle for the junior Dana Harp, creating another jump ball. Possession will go with the Watertown Arrows. So 20 seconds into this second quarter, and no score so far. First possession of the game, or of the half, for Watertown. There's Grace Corey. Didn't have a field goal in the first half. Emma Hendricks kicks to the corner. Kinsey Russell up, no good for the three. Good job by Corey with the offensive board, and the senior makes them pay with two. 31-18, third quarter action. Claire Woods to Kinnett. Grace Peterson tries to dump it into Harp. There's a push on Harp. First one of the half. And Malia Krantz, picks up the foul. The Watertown zone stays tight. We'll see if Washington can shoot their way out of them playing that zone. Inside pass to Woods, give and go to Harp. Beautiful basketball results in an easy layup for Dana Harp. She's got 9. Tight defense on the perimeter on Kranz. She decides to take the mid-range jumper. Misses everything but a putback by Grace Corey. Her first field goal, and it's 33-20. Claire Wood swings it to Kinnett on the left wing. Harp to Grace Peterson, who hadn't scored yet in this game, the leading scorer, and Dana Harp overthrows her intended target, Rylan Kinnett. So Josie Beitler checks back in for Washington. They'll put a little pressure in the backcourt. Nice try by Dana Harp, but Emery Thury and the Watertown Arrows bring it across. An interior pass broken up. Grace Peterson ends up with the ball. Down court pass to Beitler. Up and good. Josie Beitler with 13 points so far in this game. And the phenomenal freshman having one of her biggest games of the year. Loose ball. It's going to be corralled by Emma Hendricks. She'll take the mid-lane jumper. No good. Claire Woods into the corner. Baseline jumper. Grace Peterson up. No good. Save by Watertown. They have possession. Kinsey Russell will reset with Grace Corey. And here come the Arrows. 35-20. Emery Thury trying to make something happen. Little fadeaway shot as she takes it to the rack. And nice offensive board by Malia Kranz. Put back is good.
Basket by Malia Kranz.
And the junior post player with 4 now in this game. 35-22 the score. Grace Peterson up and good. Great entry pass that time by Tierney Schramm. And Peterson gets on the board with her first 2. 37-22. There's going to be a travel call on the play. And the turnover will allow substitutions to check in. 2 for the Arrows, 2 for the Warriors. 37-22. This has been even this quarter. 6-6. Watertown doing a good job of creating shots. And Washington doing a good job of defensively charging their offense, and great passing. There's another great pass to Beitler. She misses on the baseline. No good. Jordan Remmers pulls it down. Tries to go down court to Mack. That one's lost. Nope, they're going to get it back. It's actually going to be a jump ball and go to Sioux Falls, Washington. Already the second jump ball of this quarter. And we'll see more subs as Rylan Kinnett checks back in. Dana Harp takes a seat for the Warriors. Claire Woods, the point guard for the Washington Warriors, leads the team in assists so far this year. Corner pass to Beitler, finds Jersey Peterson, back to Woods. Woods baseline jumper from 10, good, no good. Jersey Peterson misses on the putback. Cleared by Watertown. They've got numbers 2 and 1. Mack tries to put it up, and there's a blocking call. And that will go against Kamaya Sweer. checks into the game for the first time for Washington. And a good job by Lily Mack, the sophomore guard, to push the ball down the court and to create the foul. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. She does not have a point yet this game until that one switches through for 1. 37-23. Watertown actually outscoring Washington in this quarter, now 8-6. They're still trailing 13 points. Swear tries to go back to Beitler up top, finds Jersey Peterson down low, but it's Grimsrud coming up with the big block on the baseline and ties it up for another jump ball. We've seen some really good defense on both sides today. Keep talking about how Washington is creating offense with their defense. Well, that time it was Madison Grimsrud, the 6'1" post player for Watertown, who used her left hand to reject the Warriors and get the ball back with the jump ball. Emery Thury bringing it up on Swear. Harp tries to close her off. And there's a tie-up on the inside. It's going to be a foul on Kamaya Swear again, and she comes in and gets 2 quick fouls. She is an aggressive defensive player, but gets herself into foul trouble sometimes, and 2 quick ones will send her to the bench. Intercepted on the inbounds. Dana Harp bringing it up for the Warriors. Nobody stopped her, but it's Grimsrud who comes up with another steal. So a block and a steal for Grimsrud on the last 2 possessions. Mack tries the 3, no good. Warriors rebound and reset. Couple of quick passes. Another one to Harp on the inside. Overshoots it, but Kennett is there for the offensive rebound. And Rylan Kennett now with 6 points on the game. Kinsey Russell back to Emery Thury. Has the open look at the jumper on the elbow, no good. Pulled down by Dana Harp. She's got to watch behind her. Good hustle by Jordan Remmers. And they're going to give the ball back to the Washington Warriors. But once again, Jordan Remmers doing a good job. Just the deflections, the tips, the blocks, the steals. The Watertown defense has got to be proud of the way they're putting up a fight here in the third quarter. Inbounded to Kennett. Grace Peterson misses on the left-handed leaner, and there'll be a foul giving Dana Harp 2 free throws in this one.
Personal foul number 12, Jordan Remmers.
That's going to go against Jordan Remmers and send Dana Harp to the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter this year. A little short on the first one. Dana Harp has gotten to the free throw line more than anyone else on this Washington team. That's a big reason she's averaging double digits this year and really improved her game. Makes the second one up and good. Steal in the backcourt. Josie Beitler too strong on the lay-in. And Grace Peterson tries to wrangle it back in, but the Arrows get the loose ball. It's actually Jordan Remmers who came up with the loose ball, and while they had possession, Chad Rohde takes a quick timeout. So a 30-second timeout for the Arrows as they try to reset. 40-24, 2:02 left here, third quarter action. I'm Jason Andera at Live Ticket TV. We're bringing you more Sioux Falls games the rest of this season and into the entire next year. So be checking out Live Ticket when you want to tune in and watch games from the road or from home. Also, thank you to all of our advertisers who make this possible at Live Ticket. Live Ticket reaches schools at over 100 different towns in South Dakota. And now moving our way into Sioux Falls, really proud to bring you live ticket coverage. Watertown resets after the Chad Rohde timeout. And they will get it inbound, no problem, to Kinsey Russell. Looked like they were expecting a press, didn't get it. There is a half-court trap going on, and a foul after the shot. Jordan Remmers puts it up. I think they're going to give her 3. And Dana Harp just ran into her after she let go of the ball. Clearly a mistake, and that will put Jordan Remmers at the line for 3. Remmers sinks that one. She's got 7. Second one up and good. She is in a rhythm with 8 points. 40-26 the score. Third chance at the free throw. A little too strong, but Madison Grimsrud tries to get the rebound, and she forces another jump ball. I think that's the 4th jump ball we've had just in this quarter, and most of it because of Watertown's hustle. Got to be happy with the way Madison Grimsrud's played this quarter. 40-26 the score. 14-point game. Washington comfortably in the lead, but Watertown playing much better this quarter. Interior pass to Layla Bertan. Extra pass across the lane. Grace Peterson comes up with 2 on Tierney Schramm's beautiful dime. Schramm's had a couple of really nice passes to free up her teammates. Emery Thury has been shut down, the leading scorer for Watertown most of today. Grace Corey takes the corner 3, no good. Berthe with the rebound. Up to Schramm, another nice pass. Claire Woods on the floater. Gets the harm and gets it to go. Another great pass by Tierney Schramm, who has been phenomenal creating looks for her teammates, but Claire Woods collects. She's got 8 points in the game now, and I'm not keeping track of assists, but I know Schramm has got to have at least 3. Woods finishes off the 3-point play, and just like that, Washington scored 5 in a row. They get it past the timeline. Jordan Remmers trying to get it back to Grimsrud, but Claire Woods breaks that one up. It's going to be a foul on the play. Remmers, after the turnover, commits the foul. Remmers checking out, but she has played a really aggressive game here for Watertown today. And checks over to the bench with 8 points. Claire Woods being defended by Emery Thury. Gets past her. Josie Beitler back to Woods. Woods inside. Schramm can't come up with the pass. And Watertown on the run as Kinsey Russell tries to get it low to Emery Thury. Loses control out of bounds. 32 seconds left. Third quarter action. Washington firmly in charge with a 19-point lead so far in this one. We said this in the open. 7 of their 11 games have been wins by at least 20 points this year. They have absolutely dominated the competition except for their one loss and then their one 9-point victory against Aberdeen Central. Berthe tries to get inside. Loose ball goes to Grimsrud. Under 20 seconds to play. Thury, 10 seconds. Tries to reset. Russell on the drive. The leaner, no good. Offensive board by Corey. 2 seconds. 1 second. Has to put it up. And not a good look at the hoop. No foul called. Some physical play, but clean play as Washington takes a 45-26 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with more right here on Live Ticket TV.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest?
Welcome back to Warrior Basketball right here on Live Ticket TV. The Washington Warriors have led throughout 45-26 with the lead entering the fourth quarter. The visiting Watertown Arrows played well early, especially in that third quarter, but Washington went on a run late to command this 19-point lead. Emery Thury, short on the long three-pointer, saved by Grace Corey, but it goes to Layla Bertay. Here come the Warriors. Dana Harp left side. Hard defense that time by Emery Thury, forcing the turnover. Kenzie Russell misses on the jumper, and it's going to go back to Washington. So up and down the court a couple of times. No fruit to show for it. Warriors had a 15-point lead at halftime, 19-point lead after three. And now start the fourth quarter trying to get something together. Jersey Peterson tries to save it, ends up going out of bounds. Arrows inbound it. That is Emery Thury, the leading scorer for these Watertown Arrows. Just 2 points tonight, both from the free throw line, and turns it over that time. Layla Bertay goes strong, too strong, but it's Grace Peterson who puts the garbage back for two. 47-26, now with that 20-point lead that the Warriors fans are so accustomed to seeing, especially against most of the schedule this year. Interior pass. Grace Corey goes up strong, but Rylan Kennett will pick up the foul on the shot. I'll put Grace Corey at the line. She has 4 points so far tonight. Up and good on the free throw. Her third made free throw of this game. She's 2 of 7 from the field, has missed a couple of three-pointers, but now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. In and out on the second attempt as we stay at a 20-point deficit for the Arrows. Claire Woods resetting into Bertay at the top of the lane. Drives left side, no good. Rebound up and no good for Harp. Trying to find a good angle, and on the pivot gets fouled. 2 shots coming up for Dana Harp, who does such a good job of getting to the free throw line. It's going to go against Melia Kranz. Harp up and good from the free throw line. She is 3 of 4 from the line, 4 of 5 from the field. Now with 11, make that 12 points for Dana. Another token full court press, broken easily. Emma Hendricks gets it across, but she gets into the corner, dribbles herself into trouble before losing the ball, but I think there's going to be a foul on Dana Harp. Yep, Dana Harp with the push.
Personal foul, number 33, Dana Harp.
And Harp has 3 now. Thury. Deep 3 blocked by Woods, but it's going to stay with the Arrows. And Kranz tries to chuck it into the corner, right past Grace Corey. Turnover, Watertown. Josie Beitler checking back in for the Warriors. Grace Peterson, Claire Woods, Josie Beitler, Layla Berthe, and Tierney Schramm, the 5 Warriors on the court right now. Berthe, this time goes strong. Right side comes up short. Nice attempt by Schramm to get the board, but it goes to Watertown. 22 down, 4th quarter action, and the Warriors continue to hound the basketball. Emery Thury turns it over after Layla Berthe played some great individual one-on-one defense. Woods over to Grace Peterson. Schramm back to Peterson. Woods fakes the right, goes back left, and gets it to go. 13 for Claire Woods in this game. And a quick timeout after Kinsey Russell hits a 3-pointer. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Live Ticket.
Problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back. We're at the Washington Gym where the Washington Warriors have commanded the lead all night long against these Watertown Arrows, and now carry a 21-point lead with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left in this one. Claire Woods, 13 points for the Warriors. Josie Beitler with 13 as well. She had 11 of those in the first half, leading the way for the Warriors. Dana Harp not far behind with 12. So 3 Warriors in double digits to supply their 51-30 lead over the Watertown Arrows. There's Tierney Schramm guarded by Kranz. Layla Berthe has been going strong. Decides to kick it back out. Try to get the ball back into the lane to Kennett. Lose possession. Great effort by Emery Thury to give the ball back to the Arrows. Warriors continue to play hard defense. Open shot. Claire Woods just short. Tries to hustle that one back, but Grace Corey hustled as well, and there's a push on the play. It's going to go to Watertown. So Claire Woods picks up the foul there. Layla Berthe checks out. Dana Harp coming back in for the Warriors. 4:28, 4th quarter action. It's been all Warriors as they get ready to tune up some big games coming up. Brandon Valley, O'Gorman Mitchell on the slate for the Warriors. Talked to Jamie Parrish before the game. He said, we've been practicing really well, but this is the time of the year. It's go time. We got to be at our best by this time of the year. Emery Thury puts up the 3, no good. Tierney Schramm, another tough play for her with the defensive board. Josie Beitler from the wing, no good. Kennett, lefty up and no good. Dana Harp, offensive board, takes it strong and is fouled on the way up. And the foul is on Malia Kranz. That's going to be 4 fouls on the post player for Watertown, sending Dana Harp to the line. She is up and misses that one. 4 of 6 now from the stripe. A couple more players check in for Washington. Grace Peterson back in the game. And Harp uncharacteristically misses 2. Hustle down court, goes out of bounds as Kinsey Russell tries to run that one down. Turnover starting to pile up for Watertown. They continue to put out the effort for sure. This Watertown team getting ready to play 2 more Sioux Falls teams in their next 2 games. Baseline jumper up and good for Rylan Kennett, excuse me. Nice hesitation, but can't buy the hoop as Kinsey Russell is just off. Fast break left side, and another big hoop for Josie Beitler. 15 now for Beitler. So a quick 6-0 run, and with 3:04 left, a mass substitution for J.B. Parrish and the Washington Warriors with a 25-point lead. They'll let Layla Berthe, Kamaya Swear, Berkeley Hall, Jersey Peterson, and Kerrigan Harkema finish things out, or at least get the next shift for Washington. Harkema tries to break one up, picks up a quick foul as Watertown tried to get the ball down low to Layla Meester. Anna Hearns, Gabby Olson in for Watertown, as well as Lily Mack, Meester, and Molly Hendricks. So no starters on the court right now. Up and good. Layla Meester makes her first. Second one up and good. So fresh off the bench, Layla Meester, 2 for 2 from the line. There's Kamaya Swear looking for Jersey Peterson low, decides to go on the high post to Kerrigan Harkema, who misses the lay up, and it's going to stay with Washington as Jersey Peterson keeps possession. She bounces one off the rim and good. Jersey Peterson now with 3 on the night. Three ball, Gabby Olson, up and good. She found herself wide open and decided to pull the trigger. And she did it. Layla Berthe off the glass, no good. Harkema with the offensive board for 2. 59-35 the score. Olson says, I'm going to try that again. Well worth the 3. Gabby Olson, 2 for 2 from the arc. Off the bench, a quick 6 for the sophomore from Watertown. Swear's going to try for 3. In and out. Berthe, too hard off the glass. And Jersey Peterson loses control. Berthe has had a lot of looks on the inside today. Not able to finish up some of those layups that she's had. She could have double-digit points easily, but has just 2. Somebody who will definitely improve in that category and be a one of the best post players in the state. Just a freshman, her first year on the varsity roster for Washington. Swear all the way in, And she rolls it up and good. 61-38. Kamaya Swear, just a sophomore. Loose ball. Watertown keeps it in, but it's continuing to stay loose before Kerrigan Harkema comes up with the possession. And Berkeley Hall, the sophomore, will take it up, hands it to Swear. Back to Berkeley Hall for three. It was true, but too far. She gets the offensive board, but loses it out of bounds after Layla Meester taps it out of bounds. 40 seconds left in this game. 61-38 the score. The inbound pass to Harkema off of Watertown. It'll stay with Washington. Layla Berthe, there she goes. Great pass by Harkema, and Berthe gets it to go from the inside. An extra cheer from the bench, as a couple of those have not gone her way this game. It's good to see one finally go down. 63-38. Anna Hertz passes it back to the top of the key. Molly Hendricks loses control. That's going to be Berkeley Hall who picks it up, and with 15 seconds to go is going to dribble this one out. Great effort by the Watertown Arrows, but not enough, as the Washington Warriors, in their 13th game of the season, get their 12th win before they start the toughest part of their schedule. 63-38. The Warriors get it done. Strong performances tonight from Josie Beitler, Dana Harp, Claire Woods to power them to victory. That's going to do it for us. Check out liveticket.tv for all of your high school sports basketball for the rest of the season. I'm Jason Andera, signing off. We'll see you later.